Discerning, Discipleship, and Discipline. Good morning. Prayers and well wishes for you and your family. In the last several messages, I have been dealing with the fallout of conflicts in relationships. Personal, employment, as well as spiritual relationships are basically our entire life. I know I've spent a lot of time on employment relationships lately, but of course, the other two have been the topic of discussion for many messages. The idea of worth, both receiving and giving, has a lot to do with how we feel about our lives in general. But more importantly, whether or not we keep fighting to go on, or heaven forbid, we give up and seek to isolate ourselves, or even worse, end everything. I bring this concept up because one of my situational issues is dealing with how and when to move on. I also have been dealing with my spiritual relationship status. I know I have said this on many occasions, and I am certain that I am not the only one who struggles with having confidence and comfort as it relates to my worth with God. Now, I am absolutely confident in His ability and willingness to love me through any failure on my part. But because I'm human, I have doubt in myself and the things that I do daily that would demonstrate that I am worthy of His love. We can't earn it, I know that, but I still question my actions and service every day in regards to doing what He has called me to do. So, when I'm dealing with the situations that have me ready to completely give up on a relationship and cut someone or something out of my life, I always have this feeling of dread because I ask myself, what if He feels the same about me? A corresponding thought that I've been dealing with is, at what point can you appeal to the person on the other side of the equation and get them to see the potential results of the current conflicts and see change happen? The encouragement is that God is so much more loving and forgiving than us, and as we are so acutely aware, our earthly relationships are for us to practice the love that He has demonstrated to us by sending His Son for the sake of our souls, and the desire for us to be with Him for eternity. I am fully acknowledging that my emulation of His grace is falling way short, but because His grace is so great, I still have a chance to make it into His presence. The way that it manifests for our daily lives is that we must give grace to others in our struggle situations, even when we are at the end of the rope, just in case they reach out. I am by no means saying wait forever. I'm just saying think about it a little longer and apply His approach if you can before you draw the line. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I struggle with doing what I just said. When people in my life demonstrate that they don't want to do things the right way, from my perspective, I usually move on. In my defense, I also have the tendency to think the best of people in the beginning, and they have to hurt me before I see them for who they are. But as I said, once I see who you are, I move on relatively quickly after, if that is what He leads me to do. You have to find your line, and with His counsel, do what you have to do. Be a blessing and be blessed. Be.